Looking for a way to get healthy? The Chef You and I program has the answer. Kathryn Raaker and chefs from around the nation will teach even the most inexperienced how to cook. Come into their kitchen and watch them take ordinary foods with loads of calories and fat and turn those foods into healthier dishes. You will be the first to get tips and ideas on foods that are easy to prepare. Now let's join Kathryn and today's chef and learn how to make today's recipes.
Hi, this is Kathryn Raaker of the Chef You and I want to welcome to our show tonight a very special guest, Jim LaValle, who is an integrated medicine professional who also is a clinical pharmacist, an author, a speaker. He is worldwide known, right? For everything you do, right?
That's true.
Right. And funny guy. But anyhow, we've had a wonderful day together. You've been on my radio show. You spoke in front of my professional referral organization. I learned a lot today. So what we're going to do, instead of cooking tonight, we're going to talk, since this is the Chef You and I, we're going to talk about how you integrate food and you teach people how to get healthier. Is that right?
Absolutely. One of the most important things that we do at our clinic and for the last 30 years is teach people how to make better choices with the food that they're eating. It's incredibly important to get healthy.
You know, Jim, I have to ask you, I read your bio and it's like 2 paragraphs, 3 paragraphs long. Let's, minimize it and tell people that, about how you started, why you started, and a little bit more about your history, because you used to be here in Cincinnati, right?
That's right. Well, it's interesting. When I looked at how I got started in this field, I was actually working for Kroger Corporation as a pharmacist.
Oh, really?
A diabetic came up to my counter, handed me their prescription, went shopping, came back, and I was just out of school. And I looked over at their cart. It was 9 o'clock at night, and it was at the time in Newport, Kentucky. So it was back in 1980.
Right.
It was a little bit different of a neighborhood. It's very sophisticated now, but back then it was a little rougher neighborhood. And I looked in that cart and I said, could I take you around the store and show you a couple foods that might help your diabetes out? And it was amazing because this was a person, it was a low-income person, and they said, yes, I would love to do that.
Wow.
And so I took them around, and I showed her a bunch of different foods. The next 2 weeks, I had 15 other people coming in wanting a grocery shop tour. So what fast-forwarded from that was creating a food tagging system for Kroger's and developing cholesterol screenings and diabetes screenings and, tagging heart-healthy foods in all the Kroger stores, and developed educational programs in the 80s that was actually teaching people about how to pick healthier foods. So that's how I got started.
Well, that's wild because we live in Kroger country.
Of course.
And I work with them a lot and have done samplings for natural foods for a long time now.
Right.
And it's amazing how many people, Jim, from different manufacturers contact me about natural foods or something different. And I think I shared it with you that I received in the mail this wonderful product that you make at home. And this is ghee.
Yes.
Now tell me why this is called the gold of butter.
Well, first of all, ghee is therapeutic. So this has been used in India and in other countries because it's clarified butter. They take the buttermilk solids off. So you're cooking the butter at a low heat. You take the clarified butter after you get the buttermilk solids off of it, and you allow it to cool down, and it becomes this liquid gold. Why is this so valuable? What's interesting about ghee is it's high in a compound called butyrate.
Butyrate?
Or butyric acid. And what butyric acid does, when you eat it, it feeds the mucosal cells of your intestine. It keeps your intestinal lining healthy. Why is that important? It's because when your mucosal lining is healthy, you absorb nutrients better. So you can get the most out of your food. So ghee is a great traditional food in a fantastic way to feed the healthy lining of your intestine and to keep your immune system functioning in a healthy fashion. So this is great food. It's really neat that you brought this out.
And the other thing I wanted to show you that they sent me was this.
Oh, there's another favorite of mine.
And pronounce that name for me.
Oh, Gurananda.
Gurananda.
Yeah, there we go.
Coconut oil, and it's extra virgin. And it says that you can use it for your skin, for cooking, for everything.
It's absolutely wonderful. So this is a saturated fat, and what we're finding out is for people, the fat's not the problem with heart disease. It's really the carbs and sugar, which I know we're going to talk about at some point.
We're going to talk about it a lot.
Coconut oil is really good to supply sustained energy for your body when you need it.
Really?
And so this is great for you to cook in, right? Because it has a high flash point. So if you're familiar with flash point, you're trying to not burn the oil and oxidize it.
And same thing with the other
with clarified butter with ghee, right? It has a high flash point.
Right.
These are great different oils that you can cook on the stove with versus, of course, olive oil, which is something you want to keep at a lower temperature.
Right. So now, what if you want to put that on your skin and your hair?
You can put it on your skin and your hair, and you know what else you can do?
What?
You can feed it to your pets. I have a Jack Russell Terrier, and he has skin problems.
Really?
And when I put a little bit of coconut oil in his food, and his skin has gotten so much better, and so is his coat, because this is just a very rich oil that provides nutrients for your skin.
Oh my gosh, I love that idea.
Yeah, it's a great product.
Isn't that a great product?
Yeah, from Gurananda.
Gurananda.
We could almost sing that, right?
Gurananda. Yeah, right.
That's good stuff.
And I thought that was really sweet. Now, the other thing, I don't know if I told you this or not, but I used to live in Turkey.
Wow.
Right?
Okay.
And when you live in Turkey, what do you eat?
Oh, yes.
It's really not called yogurt. It's called yogurt, right? And this is Greek yogurt.
Right.
Or Greek yogurt. And it's the type of yogurt that is purer than, all these things that you see with all this other junk in it with the sugars and everything else. Now, is this good carbs?
It is good carbs. Once again, all you have to do is how many carbs am I going to take in a serving? So how many carbs does that have in it?
That has 21 grams.
21 grams of carbs.
Well, that's a cup, though.
But that's a cup. Exactly.
That's a lot.
You're probably only going to eat a half a cup.
Even if I do that.
And if you eat a quarter cup, it's even less. But if you keep your carb servings under 18...
A day?
No, in a serving. So you'll probably take maybe 2 or 3 of those in the course of a day.
Yeah.
You're going to be in great shape. That doesn't include all the great vegetables, fruits, and maybe legumes that you may take in. But this is what's good about this, really rich in protein. The carbs are good. This is even great to include after you work out. Put it in with your shake. If you're doing a smoothie, like you use pea protein, like this particular pea protein, you can put that in with some Greek yogurt, and you're making a really nutritious shake that you should be taking in within a half hour after you exercise.
Now, let me ask this question. Glutamine.
Yes.
Glutamine. I happen to have some glutamine here today. I'll show you.
All right.
Just a second. I want to go get it.
Okay.
Okay.
Now you're talking my game here.
I'm talking your game here, buddy.
I've worked with a lot of professional athletes.
Well, this is Beverly Glutamine Select.
Yeah, sure.
Right? Black cherry. So what I do every morning is I take a scoop of this.
Right.
2 scoops of this.
Right.
And this is chocolate because I love chocolate.
Yep. You and me both on protein powder. That's my favorite.
Then I put... What kind of milk do you think I used?
I'm hoping you use almond milk.
I do.
I knew that. How did I know that?
Because I'm lactose intolerant.
I know. I remember you said that earlier today. So I figured you had to either have almond milk or rice milk.
Rice milk.
And almond milk's lower in carbs, so that's a better pick.
Right. So I use the one that's got 30 calories. It doesn't matter how many calories it has.
Are we going to show people that? I mean, I bet you got some in your fridge.
I've got some in there.
We got to get it out.
I got to get it out.
What the heck? If we're talking about it, let's get it out, right?
Wait a minute. Where is it? Oh, here it is.
There it is.
And of course,
that's perfect.
Of course, it is. It is Simple Truth, of course, and it has 40 calories, and it has 1 gram of sugar.
Right. So I use this product myself at home in California because Kroger's and Ralph's are sister companies, same company. So we get that. That's a great product.
So there's only 2 grams.
Right. Right.
Which So my shake is really a healthy shake.
Absolutely.
Right?
Now, do you put any fiber in it, like chia seeds? Because that's the other thing. I got chia seeds somewhere over here.
I have chia seeds in the closet.
Yeah, there's some over there.
They're right here.
Yeah, so even chia seeds.
Now, do you have to grind the chia seeds?
You do not have to grind them. I think they work a little better if you grind them. But the thing is even if you put the chia seeds like this into your drink, it's going to create the volume or the bulk you're looking for in fiber in your intestines. So you can take chia seeds just like that, put them in your drink. They don't have to be ground, and you're still going to get a lot of benefit from them. So chia seeds are a great way to make that protein drink last longer during the course of your day.
That's what you need to do with my husband then, right? The chia seed.
Absolutely.
Okay. So let's talk a little bit about glutamine, if you don't mind.
Oh, sure. Be glad to.
Let's talk about glutamine. Jim, when we come back from the break, I really want to talk about glutamine because I think it's really important for you to have for your immune system.
Absolutely, and once again, really good for rebuilding the mucosal barrier, fuels your white blood cells. There's a lot that we could talk about.
Okay, we'll be right back on The Chef You and I with Jim LaValle. And what's your website?
JimLaValle.com.
Okay,
Very
so we'll
simple.
be right back, and we'll talk about your book and everything else. We'll be right back on The Chef You and I.